Hello everyone, we're back. Sorry about that intermittence there. I just had to go on Steam and go offline because I forgot to. And I am very sure that Adam is in the call, but he's currently got his mic muted. So maybe he'll be here in just a second. He's just joined a game and I've joined him, but I load 100 times faster than him. Don't tell him I said that. But he's joined a new server because the server I was on was full and we couldn't be bothered to wait, so we decided to join an entirely new server, one where I am absolutely god awful at the game, can't give any good commentary, and that's GG. So with that in mind, let's get back to some gameplay. So I was just talking about Engineer Apostle. I believe that's his name. Full credit to him for the Engineer Bible. You should go check it out. Yeah, it's amazing. But yeah, sentries get kills, he said. Dispensers, I can't remember what he said for the dispensers one, which is annoying. But he definitely said teleporters win games. Because how useful are teleporters, honestly? I mean, look at this. Instead of walking all the way to the front, I can just take this teleporter and boom, I am there instantly. I'm here to take out this sentry, I'm here to kill this engineer, I'm here to get this spy. And if there wasn't a not a sentry. If there wasn't, I've got my words mixed up now because I am completely distracted by the game. If there wasn't a teleporter there, thank you, then I wouldn't have been there, and that whole series of events could have unfolded. I mean, that engineer could have got that sentry up for all we know, if I wasn't there to kill it. And there could now be a sentry right there, after me just getting here. And that sentry would have been a big problem for me, especially since I'm a pyro. And yeah, teleporters are just so useful. You can't neglect teleporters in a game of Team Fortress 2, especially when you're defending or even attacking when you're on a map that doesn't have spawn changes once you capture points. You want to keep that front up, because if you can't keep the front up, then that's when the enemy pushes, and that is when you face the problem of, oh, you keep getting pushed back. This medic really needs to learn to stick with his teammates. You can't solo people as a medic, guys. Please learn that. Medic is not a solo class. Medic is a teamwork class. If you don't want to be doing teamwork, don't play as a medic. Play a scout. I am still wondering where my good friend Adam is. Because he's not talking. He's not even in the server. Oh, he is in the server. He's just not speaking. I don't know if he's camera shy or something like that.
Alert. The control point is being
That is a
captured.
darn shame. Spies anywhere? Where has that sentry gone? Has he moved it? I really can't remember. One good thing to note, I have absolutely dreadful memory. Like, honestly, I sometimes forget things that were said like seconds ago, because it just slips through my brain. Extremely selective memory is what I'd call it. Of course, that's not what a lot of people call it. A lot of people that I know say, I don't listen. Which is not the case. It's very annoying. Sometimes I am listening to people, and then they say, because they don't think I'm listening, but I actually am. Please believe me when I say that. I am listening. And then they finish what they were saying, and then they say, okay, what did I just say? And I just fumble and I forget, which is so annoying, because then they say, oh, you haven't been listening, how rude, etc, etc. And I don't know what to say, because obviously I can say, oh, I was listening but I just forgot, but it only happened like 5 seconds ago. I mean, what normal person forgets things that happened 5 seconds ago? No one, if you're wondering. Wow, that was actually kind of a good spy. Definitely believable. And he died 2 feet from the teleporter. Now I am cornered. This will spell my doom. Kind of surprised that that spy didn't get, you know, combusted or anything like that. Thought that would have hit, but yeah. So we've now got 2 pyros, no heavies. We could probably do with a heavy, especially since we've got 2 engineers, because, you know, dispenser free metal and stuff like that. I'll go a heavy, screw it. I don't normally like playing as a heavy, but here's an idea. People, learn to do this. If there is an unupgraded teleporter entrance outside your spawn, and you're not doing anything, upgrade it as an engineer. Even when it's something like this, because clearly the other engineer does not care, and I did not mean to get teleported, but whatever. So Adam's definitely in the game, just not, you know, in the call, or he might be in the call hearing every word that I say, he's just not speaking, for whatever reason. Because he got MVP. That would be a real shame if an MVP was just an AFK. You know you're doing bad when you've got an AFK player that's MVP. You should just give up then. Find a new server. We now have 4 soldiers, is that? I believe so. Yes, I know how to count. I keep getting my merds mixed up. Yeah. So we're going to play spy now. Annoy the enemy team. Sometimes I have very good spy games. I get backstabs all the time. The enemy doesn't know where I am at any time. I'm always behind them, stuff like that. And then there are other spy games where it's just like, I might as well not be disguised or cloaked, because that's what it feels like some of the time. You just think, there is no point playing spy, because the enemy team is either too good, or you're just having a bad day, or a combination of both. So it would appear that I have the cloak and dagger, so I'm going to try and not get shot, because people are going to be aiming at that demo man. And this is kind of the dull moment as spy, where you can't do anything until the enemy actually gets out of their spawn. And like I said, they let one person through and they start capping the point. And then, of course, everyone runs back to the point, and that means you've got no front anymore, so the enemy pushes. It's a vicious cycle. One thing goes wrong in your team, and everything can just fall apart. How are you doing, Adam? Like I said, some games, you are everywhere at once, and other games, you are dead at once. That's the famous saying that I've just made up. I think Adam knew that I was there. He's probably listening intently to what I'm saying, figuring out which person I am, where I am, at what time. Cheating. That's what it is, it's blatant cheating. He should really join the winning team. My throat is getting a bit, not even my throat, my mouth is just getting foamy and disgusting. I'm not used to speaking this much, to be honest. One backstab. Most useless sentry position ever. Or, not completely useless, but bad, I think is a polite way of putting it. Clearly a spy. Nobody cares about. Like I said, some teammates, or not some teammates, some enemies just don't understand the game, which is a real shame. There was definitely a drop, not being offensive to people who play this in free-to-play, but there was a definite drop of skilled players as soon as this game became free. And that's understandable. I mean, loads of people on Steam, me especially, You just go into free games thinking, oh, I haven't paid anything for this. Well, I'll just play how I want to play. It's not like I lose anything. And that's fair enough. I mean, that's what you get with free games. But honestly, some people just don't understand. If that was any decent player, he would have instantly known I was a spy when I was walking towards him. I think I was disguised as a sniper. I'm really not sure. I mean, look, this guy has no clue. He's just thinking, well, okay, I'll just build another one. And he just doesn't know that I am behind him this very moment. And it is a real shame. And that is Adam, isn't it? I thought so. He's Gun Soldier, apparently. And I'm definitely starting to realize when other YouTubers say it's hard to commentate and play at the same time. Because it is. It is actually very difficult. Because the nature of people, I'm assuming, this is especially true for me. Well, this is, I know it's true for me. Not especially, that's the wrong word. You just want to focus on your game. I mean, not a lot of people just talk to themselves when they play games. I mean, I talk to myself a lot, but that's just because it's me. But most of the time as a gamer, unless you're with someone else, not gonna comment on that, unless you're with someone else, then you normally just focus on the game, you don't speak. The only times you really start speaking is when you're in denial, when you're raging at the game because your KD is 0.52 or something like that, and you're just thinking, how is the enemy team beating us so much? And it's those games where you just lose in 2 minutes flat. So we're sneaking up on Adam right now. Not sure if he's gonna... I was actually joking, if you can hear me, Adam. I was just gonna judge what your reaction would be. Maybe you turn around and instantly fire a rocket. Not sure. I was just interested. And this is a very sad engineer, unfortunately. And he knows I'm there. Not like he cares, or I care. Because I am 100% alive. That pyro is not 100% alive, though. Good observation skills, Sam. Thank you, brain. You get those moments sometimes as spy. You get those moments sometimes as scout, where you just fly. There are some points in a game where spy is just not a viable class. I mean, this, for example, the enemies are barely getting out of spawn. You need to get behind enemies when you're a spy. I mean, if you can't get behind enemies as a spy, then you're not doing your job properly, to be honest. So if they're not getting out of spawn, which is a rare case, to be honest, I mean, let's face it, it's not fun for either side if it's just one-sided all the time. But, yeah. I mean, not just in the case of, oh, there are no... God damn it, Adam. Not just in the case of there are no enemies coming out of spawn, kind of. But just sometimes there are situations where you think, well, a spy isn't going to do anything at this point, so there's no point.